Hey everybody, welcome to Fishing Planet. My name is Lady, and today I'm going to start a new short series about Fishing Planet for YouTube, and it's called Learning a New Lake. What I've found is that quite a lot of the new players, you start Fishing Planet, you go to Lone Star, like you do the introduction, the tutorial, you fish for a couple of levels, then you want to move on to a new lake. But you still find yourself to be a bit clueless. I see lots of folks asking in the chat, hey, what leader depth do I need to fish? What type of hook do I need? What type of bait? What spot? What time? What type of weather? Where can I find fish species X? All the kind of stuff. And even though that it is fine that you get your info from other folks and from stuff like, say, for instance, my YouTube videos, I would like to give you guys a couple of handhelds so that you're less dependent on folks like me, and that you get that reward of finding stuff out on your own. Now, in particular, when you have no real life fishing experience, it can be quite daunting at first. I mean, there's so much information that is being given in this game, and then there's so much information out there that you can get, and it can be sort of becoming like this huge ball that you do not know where to begin with. So that is what I'm going to do, a couple of videos in these small series. What I'll be doing is I'll be introducing the S.P.O.T technique, which is a technique that is used in real life fishing as well, and it comes to structure, preference, observation and technique / tackle. So S.P.O.T. And before I'll be doing the videos about the whole structure preference and so forth so on, what I want to give to you guys in this first vid is the information that you get by simply clicking on fish species. Here we are. I'm currently at the global map. I've highlighted Lone Star Lake, I think, yeah. Click on fish species. Here you see a list of all the fish that is available in this particular lake. And then just read through the information here. I know that it is quite the read, but you get so much stuff out of it. And read the preferred baits and preferred lures. This will help you determine what type of setup you need, how big a fish stringer that you need to take with you, or keep net. What the fish prefers bait wise, so which baits you need to bring with you, which you can leave at home, what type of lures, all that kind of stuff. And sometimes it also gives you information about time when a fish is active, if there are bottom feeders or more swimming close to the surface, all that kind of stuff. That is all in here in these descriptions of fish. So if we take text as an example and we look, first thing what I always do is see if there are baits for each fish species that are similar with the other types. Because if there is, then I can just bring that type of bait and leave the rest at home. It leaves me more room for other stuff to take with me. So we have blacktail shiner, and it prefers dough balls and semolina balls. You click on the bluegill, that one likes dough balls as well. So instead of bringing dough balls, semolina balls, crickets, redworms and maggots, I can just bring dough balls and catch both these two species. Now if we click on catfish, it says pet food, leashes, small cut bait, large cut bait and blood. Let's see if we take this one, small minnow, large minnow. No, that is not the same. Semolina balls, marshmallows, waxworm, bloodworms, blood maggots, crickets. No, so this one, the catfish, is a bit the odd duckling, so to say, or the odd fish, in compared to the rest. So for this one we would need to bring a bait that is different from the rest. So let's say pet food. Then if we move on, here we have grass pickerel, which wants small minnows and large minnows, but this one also has lures that it prefers casting spoon and shad. If we click on spotted bass, here it also says casting spoons. Hey, that is another good one, and also small minnows. Smallmouth buffaloes, semolina balls and bloodworms. White crappie, bloodworms. Radius sunfish, bloodworms. Green sunfish, semolina balls, bloodworms. So here you can see that if you go through each and every of these fish types, we know that semolina balls is a good one, bloodworms is a good one, dough balls we can use for bluegill as well, For this one we will take pet food with us. That one, cylinder balls. For that one, small minnows and the casting spoons. And that cylinder balls, bloodworms, cylinder balls and bloodworms, small minnows and casting spoons. And here we have bloodworms, small minnows that work for these. Now note that some baits and some lures are never, the list that you find here is not the entire list, it's not the complete list. So for instance, even though here it does not say peas for smallmouth buffalo, they will go after peas. They will also go after dough balls. It's not listed in there, but that is stuff that you find out yourself along the way. But this is a good thing to keep in mind, to determine for yourself what type of baits or what type of lures you need to take with you. Now another good thing is, like I said earlier, read the entire walls of text here, because A, it will help you determine the weight of the fish, so you will know how big of a setup, how powerful it has to be. B, it will determine the size, or the weight rather. With the weight again comes how big does your keep net has to be. And also sometimes it gives you some detail into either at what time or during what weather the fish are active, or at what depth they are active. So for instance here we have smallmouth buffalo. You get some info about Mississippi River, Lake Michigan, blah blah blah. Then here what it likes, where it likes to swim at. It prefers to live in clear streams with moderate to fast current. Here it says fully grown fish usually reaches a length of around 40 to 60 centimeters and a typical weight of 2.5 kilogram up to 7 kilogram, but some can reach up to 90 centimeters in length with a weight up to 16 kilogram. So every fish species has an average weight, and then sometimes they will also state how big the largest one can be. Here it says wild crappie can grow up to 2.5 kilogram, but they're usually around 450 gram. So when it gives you info like this, what you need to check is what type of fish species they are available. Is it young, common, trophy, or unique? If it says unique, and if it gives you a maximum weight of a fish, like here it says, but some can reach up to 16 kilograms. 16 kilograms would be the weight for unique fish then. So then we take the average weight, which is between 2.5 to 7 kilogram. That one will be for a common / a trophy. And then anything under 2.5 kilogram will be for a young version. So this is a common version, and they go up to 2.5 till say 4 kilogram will be for a non-trophy, and then from 4 to 7 would roughly be a trophy. So we need a setup that can handle say 3.5 to 4 kilogram if we want to reel in this fish without any trouble. You can always fish lighter, of course. I mean, you can fish this one with a 1.6 kilogram setup. It only takes you more time, and on the occasional time, sometimes you do happen to hook a fish that is just bigger or stronger than you suspect, and it will break your line or you will get spooled, stuff like that. But line fishing is all fine, but well, I'm currently giving you guys a few pointers in how to learn a lake. So here it says 2.5 kilogram up to 7. If we go to, for instance, channel catfish, here it says channel cats have a top end size of about 26 kilogram. Hallelujah, there we go. But on average they are between 4.5 to 9 kilogram. Now here if we look, it says young, which means that even though it says here the average is between 4.5 to 9 kilogram, it means that the young versions are below the 4.5 kilogram. So are actually the biggest fish that we can hook, or the most weight, is actually a smallmouth buffalo in this particular lake. So we need a setup that can handle like 3.5, 4 kilogram tops. That is more than enough for Texas. Now another thing that it says here is a smallmouth buffalo is a bottom feeder. Hey, ding! Another point of info here. So meaning that if we want to go off smallmouth buffalo, we need to find the max depth of this particular lake, and then we can start fishing for smallmouth buffalo. So that is the reason why it is always very good if before you go to a new lake to read all the info that is given here. So it will help you determine, okay, what do I need to bring with me, what can I leave behind, and all that kind of stuff. Now just based on this info, if we go to inventory, oh hang on, we go to Mudwater River and fish species here. Here we have all the species listed. So it's crappie, pumpkin seed, largemouth bass. These of course they can reach can become quite big. Freshwater drum. Also have some info on that one. Then here we have a channel catfish, all the kind of stuff. Now I read all that descriptions, and when I go to my inventory I come up with these 3 setups. So by the way, I've a free rod bag. Currently I still have that, what is it, level 4 belt bag, or whatever you like to call it. And then I have a stringer which can hold up to 20 kilograms of fish. So I came up with the following. This is my small rod. Actually had a hook 1 on it. I meant to put a hook 4 on it, and then with some little balls. There we go. So this is the first setup. This one will just be my regular. I think I mixed up something there. Yeah, I did. Oh crikey, I dropped it in my home inventory. Here we go. I'll put the oval one on you. Come on. Why can I not put the oval one on you? It says backpack is full. Alright, let's see. Let's drop you in there. Let's see if I can do it now. Good cherry on you. Yeah, there we go. And then we can put it over on you. Alright, so here I have my setup that I will be using for the small fish, for the panfish. Which is, here's my backpack. I brought small cut bait, small minnows, pet food, simulator balls, and bloodworms. These are what I'll be using to fish. So that is the bait that I determined based on the entire list. Then here I have a Nero, which is a heavier float setup for the reason that the fish in Mudwater River, here we go over here, bowfin, they can become trophies. So here it says the average weight of an adult bowfin is between 2 and 6 kilograms, but a trophy or a specimen at times can weigh as much as 9 kilograms, with an average between 2 and 6. And then at times going up to 9 kilograms. I need something heavy. I need a heavy float setup to reel this baby in. If we, for instance, check on channel catfish, here it also says on average between 4.5 to 9 kilograms. So again, I need a heavy setup. My setup for the common shiner, for instance, is not near enough to reel in a big trophy like the catfish or like the bowfin. So that is the reason why I took a Nero 390 with a Prima 2500. So at least I have some better chance in hooking these ones and reeling them back in. And then thirdly, I prepared a lure setup. With these I got casting spoon. I actually have the wrong casting spoons here. I do need to keep the narrow spoons, and I have bass jigs, but for here, do I have number 2? No, I do not have 2/0. 1/0 will do though, for the time being. Later on when you level up, you grab the 2/0. But for now, for instance here, these bass jigs. For now, 1/0 casting spoon will do. And these casting spoons I'll be using both for the bass as well as the pike. And then sometimes it also works on freshwater drum. So, but that is just quickly having a look at how big the fish can be. So this one can handle up to 3.5 kilograms. You can always handle a bit more weight on it. If you hook a 4 kilogram fish, you can use this setup to reel it in. So don't think you cannot catch anything that is above 3.5 kilograms. You can. Sometimes it will just take time. Then this of course is the heavy setup, 5.5 kilograms. You will not be able to hook anything, say that it's 11 kilograms and up. Well, you will be able to hook them, but they will run off and take all your line or break it. Or if you're unlucky, they'll break your reel or rod if your setup was not properly. But this allows you to go to that lake a bit more prepared than just taking whatever stuff you like and go towards the lake and then find out, okay, crap, I've got something, or this is not working. What I always tell everybody to do is make sure you have a variety of bait with you, not just 1 or 2 types of bait. Make sure that you have at least, say, 3 to 4 different types of bait that you know that will work. So for instance, small cut bait that will work on both bowfin, it will work on catfish, it will work on black bullhead. Small minnows will work on pike, it will work on catfish, it will work on bass. Pet food will work on a variety of fish, bluegill, channel catfish. Semolina balls will work on the drum, will work on bluegill, it will work on panfish, bloodworms, likewise. Then if you go to spoons, make sure that you bring a set of different types of spoons. I'm not entirely satisfied with these all being 1/0, but for the time being it's all I can have. Bass jigs, whenever there's a bass around, bring bass jigs if you prefer to fish with those. Casting spoons work pretty good with bass as well. You do not need to bring bass jigs all the time. However, they're a nice thing. I have jig heads that I switch between grubs and shats. Both work for both pike and bass in this instance. Make sure to get some line, to take some line with you. And then of course a variety of hooks. So 2/0 is the biggest that I can have at the moment. So 2/0 and 1/0 is what I'll be fishing the big fish for. And then the smaller fish will be, say the freshwater drum will be the number 1. The trophy size bluegill will be in number 1. And then the smaller panfish will be in number 4 and number 6. You could drop one of these at home and then bring something else along with you. That is all fine. But that is how you determine a lake or determine your setup based on, the info that you get from here, from the fish species. Alright guys, I know that this is quite a lot of info to digest. By all means, watch the video multiple times. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments. In the next video I will talk about structure and the importance of it. And well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And by all means guys, please do visit me on Twitch. I stream Fishing Planet always on Monday. Starting at between 8 and 9 PM GMT+1. Feel free to ask your questions there. And then I'll stream it a second time, either Wednesday or Thursday. Also starting at 8 PM GMT+1. You can find me there on twitch.tv/ladyofgames. The link you can find in the info below. Alright folks, that is it for today. I am going to wish you guys happy days and tight lines. And I'll see you soon again. Bye bye.